Now, as everyone sees when you turn on the TV, you can't help but see the World War III that's taking place in the Middle East right now in Iran. Right. First and foremost, let me just say, sign in if you're a young brother or a young sister that wants to earn their Hebrew name. Make sure you're signing in. All right. There we go. Iowa on there. Most High in Christ. Make sure y'all are logging in, signing in. Right. Also, the Lord's Passover, April 4th, which is in 3 weeks. Make sure you're paying that Passover fee. Make sure you get your affairs in order. Right. Passover is where your focus should be. The Lord Christ is where your focus should be, especially in these perilous times. Everyone understand? Tonight, we're going to tell you where your focus should be, in addition to breaking down World War III. And we're going to do it every Wednesday, every week, right, until Christ returns. Because we are living in a time that our forefathers prayed for. We're living in the time that our ancestors, our forefathers who were picking cotton and cutting sugar cane, that they begged the Lord for. Or they were cutting and chopping wood as they were serving our oppressor, as they were getting their backs whipped. They were crying out to the Most High God, send down, sweet chariot, stop. Swing down, sweet chariot, stop and let me ride. Swing down, sweet chariots. You know, our brothers and sisters, our forefathers, our great-grandmothers, they always have begged God to save them. And the Lord is hearing their prayers. And so if you are alive in this day, in this age, watching bombs fly across Iran, bombs hitting Saudi Arabia, bombs hitting Iran, bombs hitting United States military bases, bombs hitting Beirut, Lebanon, bombs hitting Tel Aviv, Israel, day and night, as you're living through the perilous times of illness and pestilence, as you're living through perilous times of low fruit, low vegetables, no food, as you're living through the times that our King Christ warned us about, there is a focus that you better have in these last days. In these last days, there is something that you could do. You could be distracted by what you see like everyone else. You can get carried away by what you see like everyone else. You could read articles from Al Jazeera and CNN and Fox News. You could read articles from BBC. You could read articles from the New York Times, the Daily Post, the United Post. You could read the articles in the news and you can get distracted and get swallowed up in the distractions of this world. Or you could listen to the men of God under Commander Jenny Yohana and the ISUPK and learn where you better put your effort, your focus, your resources in these last days. Everyone understand? So with that being said, there was a few things I wanted to get into in the news today. Before we go into tonight's topic, I wanted to get into a few things. First is the article right here. And this is, of course, this idiot Trump. Oh, let me remove this, okay? Of course, this idiot Trump, who white people voted for, knowing he was going to start World War III. This is something I wanted to share. It's something I noticed, I watched, I read, right? This is from CBS News, right? Before I jump there, right, let me just say, Donald Trump held a press conference today about the war in Iran. Everyone understand? And as he held this press conference outside of the White House, they asked him, of course, about is there a timetable on when the world war is going to end? And this idiot said, I can end the war whenever I want. I can do whatever I want. I'll end it whenever I want. Right? There's an article. Give me 1 second. Hold on. Hey, shalom, Priest. How about Shah? What's going on, Kakam?
Hey, shalom, how about Shah?
Yeah, right. Go ahead, clap up for Priest and Officer Kakam. Right. It's good to see you always. How you feeling, huh?
Oh man, I'm Tawab. You know, what a time to be alive. You know,
who you telling, Kakam?
Being fulfilled. You know, that the men of the Lord been speaking about since 1969, but don't get no better than that. You know, but we stay focused. You gotta stay focused.
Damn right, damn right, goddamn right. Listen, that's the truth, brother, and we need to focus on the truth. We need to focus on the Lord, focus on these scriptures, focus on our records, focus on where we're going to be putting our resources. For the last 200 years, Black people have been putting our resources, Hispanics and Native Indians, we've been putting our resources back into America, Can you believe that? We've been putting our resources into the Christian church. putting our resources into the wicked, evil politicians' hands who gives it to Jeffrey Epstein, who's giving it to men like Donald Trump. And then Donald Trump takes all of your resources and gives them to the Israeli government so that you can go homeless, broke, and poor, fighting his wars and battles and be homeless, broke, and poor with no food, no woman, no legs, no limbs. We've been giving our energy, our spirit, and our effort to the wrong thing all along. But now you're going to learn under the command of Juliana and the ISUPK where you better be giving your effort to, your resources to, your money to. Everyone understand? All right, let's go. I have this article could come. I'm about to pull it up. All right, you're going to stay on the screen with me. But I wanted to pull this up, and I'm going to read it real quick. Right? It says live updates. This is live news, okay? This is live news. This is this is right now, okay? This is March 11th. What's today's date? Yeah, this is March 11th.
It's 11.
Yeah, this is right now, right? It says 7:21 p.m., right? Eastern time. So this is right now. This says what to know as the U.S. and Israel's war with Iran continues. Suspected Iranian drones hit at least 3 ships in and around the Strait of Hormuz overnight, continuing attacks that have paralyzed traffic through the vital shipping lane, despite a stern warning from President Trump. Okay, this is what I want to get to. This is what it says. I got 2 parts on this update from the war that I want to share. President Trump has said again that the war will end soon whenever he decides. Let me highlight this like you do, Coco. President Trump has said again that the war will end soon whenever he decides it should, as Iran says it's ready for a long-term war of attrition